It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. So, Cole, it was before Ben and I saw that buck that I think you shot at yours, and we've already kind of hinted that it wasn't the shot that you wanted. What happened? Like, what was the shot progression? What happened, and what'd you see?
Yeah, so back to my shot. I had taken the shot through a small window on some deer that I thought were going to blow up any minute and spook. And I knew immediately the shot was a little far back. I've shot deer there before. I have found deer there before after shooting them there. I know it's a kill shot. It's just a matter of when.
I want to say this for anybody that's more of a business person than a bow hunter person. When we say like a shot's far back, when you're looking at a deer from the side, right? It's going left to right or right to left. That's the general angle you want to shoot them at. You don't shoot them when they're facing away from you. You don't shoot them when they're facing towards you. You shoot them when they're going side to side. You try to shoot it as close to the front shoulder as possible, because that's where their heart and lungs are, is up there, and that's where you want to hit them to have the most efficient, quick kill for a deer. The farther back you shoot them, the more likely you are to hit liver, which is still a kill shot, but a little slower death, or guts, or intestines, or whatever. So, Cole, you said you hit it a little far back, which generally is going to mean guts, intestines, somewhere back in there.
Yeah, and I thought I was far enough forward that I clipped the liver, and I thought I was going to be okay. So immediately I took probably what felt like a couple minutes, but was realistically probably a few seconds to like, holy shit, this all just happened. I can't believe this just happened on public land on a really nice buck.
Was he perfectly broadside, or do you think it was quartering toward you a little bit?
Slightly quartering towards me a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So the arrow went in like, I don't know how to explain it. I would say, if you know the anatomy of a deer, for those that do hunt, slightly behind the liver and then exited towards the back end of the gut, diaphragm back there, which I knew wasn't the best shot, but again, I was like, still a kill shot. I'm going to find this deer. So I think I called my dad first. I always call him after I kill a deer or shoot at a deer. And I talked to him for 15, 20 minutes or so, and then kind of got my shit together. And at that point, I had already sent out a few texts to the group chat to you guys saying like, hey, I just shot a really nice buck. And I got nothing back. Finally, Jerry texted me back. And Jerry and I are talking back and forth about it. Still nothing from you guys.
That's saying a lot, because Jerry is not the textiest texter in the texty woods. Like, the rest of us will send 20 text messages. Jerry will send 20 letters of one text message. And you can tell, like, he spent, like, 20 minutes thinking about what he was going to say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Jerry and I were texting back and forth. I was telling him about the shot, and I was telling him about, like, I think it's this 145 plus inch full velvet buck, like nice buck. I hit him a little far back. I'm nervous and all this, and still I'm not hearing a word from you guys. And at that point, I'm thinking, these guys are just jealous. I wouldn't say nothing.
They mad. We're never hanging out again.
Fuck you, jealous assholes. Yeah. I'm shooting a big ass buck.
I'll drag it out myself. Whatever. It all come back to bite me in the ass. So I knew that it was a less than marginal shot, and I waited maybe half hour, 35 minutes or so, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna chance shooting another buck or do anything else. Like, I'm done here. So I started cleaning up my stuff and packing my stand and everything out. And I think it was like,
no, you didn't. No, you didn't, because
you did not pack your stand out.
I can get your damn stand.
I took it down. It was at the base of the tree. Jerry will testify. When we went back to get my stand.
Yeah, he will, because he went in there to carry it out with you.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Because he's the nicest guy ever.
Yeah. So I took my stand down out of the tree and packed it all up so that whenever I came back, it was going to be ready to go. And I started walking.
What the hell were you guys doing back in there then when you went to go get that stand? Because I feel like you were back there for an awfully long time.
Well, I was so far in there.
All right, whatever your excuse is, it sounds good.
I had to ease the tension, man. I was so nervous. No, I would have.
Nobody's watching anymore. It's just us having fun now.
So about the time that I started getting ready to walk out of where I was hunting, I finally got a text from you guys, and it had nothing to do with me shooting a deer. It was 10 go 20. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was all like.
Yeah, I think it started with holy fuck. I think the first text was holy fuck.
Well, here's the deal. My phone was on like do not disturb because we were filming with it, and Dan's phone literally showed that we had service the entire time. He's got a different service than we do until like he hands it to me in my own video to call my kids to show them, and like he's like here. He hands me his phone, and I'm like it doesn't work, dude. It had two services. It had two bars. It's got 0. So we weren't privy to what was happening at this point. Yeah.
Whatever.
It's just still bitter. He's still bitter.
So I mean, my stories. I don't have much excitement really to the whole thing. It wasn't until.
But let's go through the whole part of it, because I think this is another like business lesson learned here, where it's like when you start something, you see it through, right? Like you don't jump back and forth. You make an investment and you work the hell out of that investment to try to get it to generate a return, even though like you make this decision to invest in something. Cole made a decision to take that shot, and then it creates a sequence of follow-up decisions that you have to make the most of that.
I mean, you flat out did the right thing.